welcome to the World in Question podcast. I'm sorry, I'm not really sure how you want me to proceed here.
Oh, just like normal. Pretend I'm any old guest.
Well, okay. My name is Walter Wallabaster. Before we begin, let me just apologize for last week's interview with the ghost of Thomas Crapper. I did not foresee he would have such an explosive potty mouth. Rest assured, though, we have thoroughly flushed his spirit from the studio and do not intend on inviting any more ghosts on the show anytime soon. Except possibly Marie Antoinette. She's got a good head on her shoulders. Moving on, today's question, well, it was going to pertain to the varied style of comedy in America with our guest, comedian Nick Finnick. But, well, in a somewhat unprecedented development, the World in Question studio has been taken hostage by the infamous serial killer, Ashley Byer, better known as the Camp Shimmer Slasher.
Hiya.
At only 15, this young lady became the Midwest's most feared boogeyman after brutally murdering 11 middle to high schoolers and 3 counselors at a summer camp in northern Michigan. 1 year on, and she still has never been caught.
Aw, shucks, you're too kind.
Today she lives as a recluse, a ghost, a felon from the law, believed to be hiding somewhere in the depths of Ottawa National Forest. And today in particular, she joins us for her first ever interview since the day she crossed to the dark side. Kids these days is right, Louise. And thank you again for coming, despite the awful mishap at your violin recital.
What's up, Louise?
Now then, Miss Byer, the knife in your hand obliges me to say, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Walter. Way awesome to be here, really. Oh, and don't worry, I'm not planning on killing anyone today. Except Nick, if he doesn't stop tapping his foot.
You can't blame a man for being nervous.
What the heck?
Don't mind that, it's the automatic laugh track we had installed for Nick's interview. Hopefully it'll manage to keep itself quiet. Now, Miss Byer, given that I had little opportunity to prepare for your interview, I suppose I'll start with the most obvious question. What brings you to the show?
Well, I've always been a big fan, and it's always kind of been a dream of mine to be on, but ever since the incident at Camp Shimmerstream, well, I think it's fair to say I'd never actually be invited for an interview.
Yes, we're not exactly a true crime podcast.
Right, so I kind of figured, let's just go for it, and now here I am. So you see, kids, dreams do come true, and so do nightmares, blah.
Was there nothing in particular you hoped to get out of this interview, then?
What, like sympathy? No, I'm too far gone for that. I know I'm crazy, which I guess means I'm not crazy, but if I'm not crazy, then, oh boy, the world's in trouble.
Perhaps you have a point there, and I don't just mean the knife. Now let's talk about what was going through your mind that day at camp. I understand you were actually attending with your classmates, many of whom were your friends. Why the sudden decision to murder them?
Oh, it wasn't sudden. It was actually something I'd been planning all through the 9th grade, like a sort of birthday present for my brother.
Who was also at camp, I understand?
Yeah, and he was like a super big horror movie buff like me, and since it was supposed to be our last summer together, I thought, what's the greatest gift I could possibly give him? The opportunity to live through his own horror movie, so that's what I did. I made him the protagonist of his own summer camp slasher. He actually even stabbed me in the end and everything. It was pretty awesome.
Your last summer together, what do you mean by that?
Oh, well, I've got a degenerative nerve disease that makes it so I can't feel anything.
Terrible.
Well, it's good for getting stabbed, and anyway, it was supposed to be terminal, but I don't know, for some reason I'm still here. It's weird, because between that and the stabbing, I'm alive when I shouldn't be, yet all those campers are dead when they shouldn't be. Go figure.
I've heard of a killing joke, but this is ridiculous. Boo!
Sorry, the laugh track came with several audience reactions, and they all seem to have a mind of their own now.
No, I think that one was pretty accurate. Only my dorky brother is allowed to tell stupid jokes. Everyone else
Pisses me off. Alright, message received.
And this brother you keep going back to, you two were close?
Yeah, we were like best friends, like twins. I mean, we are twins, but we were like twins too. And we were into all the same stuff, especially horror. The only time we ever fought was over whether Aliens was better than Alien, which it is.
And have you kept contact with him since the,
Since he stabbed me? No, I send him letters made from magazine clippings now and then, but I have no way of knowing if he gets them.
And do you think he'd want to see you after all this?
I don't know, maybe. Probably not. I was kind of hoping it would turn out the whole world was a simulation and I would defeat it by breaking the programming, but yeah, it did not turn out that way.
Well, these things rarely do. Reminds me of the saying, don't count your chickens until your ducks are in a row or your goose will be cooked like an albatross. I may be paraphrasing a bit. And it seems we have someone on the call line. Is it our hostage negotiator? Let's listen in. And you're on the World in Question podcast. Is our salvation at hand?
No such luck, Walter. But I do have a question for our pretty little psycho wannabe.
Like Einstein is a math geek wannabe, but whatever. What's your question, bucko?
I was just wondering, what's your favorite scary movie?
Easy. Dream Warriors. Thanks for calling. Bye.
Wait, no.
Psycho wannabe? Wannabe. Thanking your lucky stars I don't have caller ID.
Note to self, don't mention we have caller ID. And it seems we have another caller. Let's get them on the line. You're on the World in Question podcast.
All right. Great to be here, man. I heard who you had for a guest, and I just knew, yeah, I gotta get in on this.
Oh, an admirer of my art, eh? Don't worry, I get it.
Oh, are you, an artist? My bad, bro. I could have sworn there was, a teenage serial killer on the show. Oh, well, catch you on the flip painter, dude.
No, I was being pretentious. Yes, I'm a serial killer.
Oh, well, alrighty then. That means you must be, an expert on psychopaths, right?
Well, okay, let's just say I didn't write the book on murder, but the book's been written on me.
And that was actually pretty good timing.
Righteous. Or I guess unrighteous if you think about it. But anyway, since you know how, creepy, weird people work and all, I was wondering if you could tell me what's going on with my roommate.
Why? Has he been sacrificing goats?
Not for a while now, no. It's just lately he's been acting, super strange, buying a bunch of weird stuff. He just picked up 1,000 bags of concrete, 100 feet of rope, and he even got a shovel, which is, extra strange because our apartment doesn't even have a yard.
Has he been trying to get you alone in secluded areas, alleyways, parking garages, public libraries?
Not really, but he does keep insisting we should go on a nighttime hike in the deepest, darkest part of the woods. I totally would, but, who's even got time for that, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty suspect. Does he seem more paranoid around you than usual?
You mean before or after his vitamin THC?
Is there a before?
Good point. But now that you mention it, yeah, he's been totally freaked out all the time. Last night, when the pizza guy knocked on the door, he raised his hands and screamed, "I didn't do it!" I thought, it was kind of weird, but what does it all mean?
Sorry to say, bud, but your roommate's definitely planning to kill you, possibly bury you alive. Depends on his MO.
Aw, man, total bummer. We just got the whole bathroom sitch figured out, too. What do you think I should do?
Personally, I would suggest striking first and just leaving his mangled remains as an omen to all those foolish enough to think of opposing you. But he kind of seemed like a nice guy who would just screw it up, so I don't know, I'd say go ahead and call the police.
Oh, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Thanks, little dude. You're pretty smart at this. Now, if only I could find someone to give me relationship advice.
Talk about burying the lead. Okay, first date, what are you wearing? Go.
Well, usually I only have one clean shirt, so... Whoa, man, who are you?
Give me that.
Jeez, not this discount joker again.
You didn't let me finish my question, you little brat. I want to play a game. I ask a question, and if you get it right...
Oh, I'm so sorry, caller, but we only have a few minutes before the FBI arrives. I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut you off there.
Wait, no, I'll cut you like a fit.
Don't you just hate people who obsess? It's like, get a life so I can take it.
And is it possible you're controlling the laugh track?
Guilty. I've had the controller under the table the whole time.
Oh, you've taken us hostage and you wield the laugh track? Talk about your captive audience.
Was this guy really going to be your guest? Oh, it's kind of ironic, actually. This place would have been dead without me.
Talk about killing the mood.
Talk about shutting your face before I open another hole in it.
Now, let's not turn this into a crime scene. Well, not another one at least.
Don't worry. There wouldn't be any evidence.
Yes, well, speaking of nightmares, has this ever happened to you? You're walking home after a late night of indoor water polo when you hear a beep beep from the bushes. You turn, only to find yourself face to face with a bloodlusting birthday clown. You reach for your phone, but oh no, his demonic clown powers have disabled your SIM card. What do? Well, with today's sponsor, you'll never have to worry about this hyper-specific circumstance again. With its patent-pending formula, Clown Off is guaranteed to protect you from every manner of possessed circus folk, including but not limited to satanic trapeze artists, soulless spirited ladies, undead lion tamers, and gypsies. It works just like pepper spray, because it is, just for clowns. Pick it up at your local drug dealer. Wait, is this real? I get the feeling this might not be real.
Yeah, I don't think you can say gypsies anymore.
You just did.
That's it. I'm killing Nick. Get over here.
And you know what that means. The police are almost here, and we're almost at the end of our show.
Ooh, so it's my turn for a question, right? You live this time, Nicholas.
Oh, thank goodness.
And yes, it's World in Question tradition to let the guests have the final ask, even if they were never actually invited in the first place. So tell us, Ashley, what would you like to know?
Well, I think that maybe that caller had a good idea. Let's play a game. Kiss, marry, kill. Government mascot edition.
What exactly is the premise?
Okay, so we pick 3 government mascots. Let's say Uncle Sam, Miss Dig, and Smokey Bear. Though I guess technically Miss Dig is an NGO, but anyway, you gotta kiss one, marry another, and kill the third. Go.
Well, I don't believe I'd want to kill anyone.
Lame. Okay, look, I'll tell you mine. It's fun, okay? So Uncle Sam, he's family, and this ain't Kentucky, so there will be no kissing or marrying, which means he's the lucky one who gets to die. Now Miss Dig's got them big bucko teeth, so not great kissing material, but that doesn't automatically mean you'd want to marry her instead. I guess let's look at Smokey Bear. He's confident, respected, loves nature, and he gives great hugs, but he becomes emotionally unavailable during the winter months when he hibernates, and that ain't gonna jive with my, seasonal affective disorder. Miss Dig, on the other hand, available 24/7, and we know she's smart because she's got them glasses, but there's no denying Smokey Bear is ripped, so I guess what it comes down to is priorities.
FBI, open up!
Darn it. All right, we'll have to pick this up later. Walter, I'll send you a magazine cutout. It was great being here. Love the show. Bye. Watch your back, Nick.
There she goes, through the window, get her! Well, you know what they say, when the going gets tough, you can always jump out a window. Just make sure you're not on the 2nd floor.
So, am I still gonna get an interview, or...?
This has been the World in Question podcast. Always be a pain in the ass. Good night.
Guess not.
Has he been sacrificing goats? Dad's a serial killer. It's good for getting stabbed. There wouldn't be any